first, just ahead of the game, you mentioned that you were hoping to stay away from Evan, Ryan, as well as Daniel Hudson. What kind of just led to having to go to Evan there late in the game?
Talked to him before the game, right before the game, and he just said he felt great. And so I was only going to use him in a safe situation only. And unfortunately tonight we used him, it just didn't work out.
What did you see just from him that kind of wasn't working great tonight?
Well, I think the 2 walks was pretty uncharacteristic, and then there was a couple base hits, but I think that's what kind of led to that inning.
Obviously, hindsight is 20/20 in a spot like that, but did it look like his stuff was diminished at all pitching?
You know, I mean, I don't think the stuff. I think the velocity. I thought, you know, after he walked those guys, the stuff started to get better. He got a punch late, so I don't know if it was workload or whatever. But you know, if the player says he feels good, then you got to trust it. And quite honestly, we didn't have anyone else.
Is that a spot, like, or a decision, like when you talk pregame about, you know, having some urgency, trying to win games right now? Is that something that factors in there?
No. I think that it was more of, that's more on the position player side. You know, right there, it was the right spot for him, and he was ready to go, and it didn't work out.
You said Pat talked about pregame with the starters. She only goes 3 2/3 today. Like, how difficult is it to kind of navigate the rest of the game when you're only getting 3 2/3 from your starters?
It's tough. You know, Emmett wasn't sharp tonight with the walks and getting behind and not being able to go deep into a game. And so, yeah, you know, when you got to use Ferguson in the 4th inning to try to minimize damage, then certainly the margin for error is minimized. So, you know, we did the best we could, and we got to a position to win the game, and it just didn't happen.
What was kind of going on with she and what did he have today?
You know, I don't know. He got the first guy out, and then from that point on, there were some walks and just couldn't find the strike zone. And it just felt like when you get behind and you're going at him with your fastball, and then it's middle of the zone, right at the thigh, those are good pitches to hit. And so when you can sequence, you can get ahead, then the fastball plays up. But just tonight, he was working behind all night long.
And before the game, we kind of used Dustin May. He's going to get another surgery. How tough was that for him and for you guys?
It is tough. I feel for Dustin. It's really, it sucks. What the work that he put in after the Tommy John, and to get back and to kind of go through this again is disappointing for all of us. Our hope is that he gets back with us sometime next year, but I just don't know when. It's sort of contingent on surgery.
So then, good to see Calvin hit 2 home runs tonight. His first one in like a month and a half.
Yeah, no, it was good. I thought James, you know, one was a fastball. I think the other one was a breaking ball, something soft, and he took 2 great swings. And I think he took a really good batting practice today. The hitting guys have been working with him relentlessly, and for it to kind of show itself tonight was really exciting.
All other things being equal, I know you typically don't like stringing together left-handed hitters in a row, but you did that today with Alvin and Hayward. Why today? Is that the right call?
It was more of just the thought of, you know, Vargas hasn't been swinging the bat well. You know, I see DeLuca and Yanni versus Yanni more utility, DeLuca versus lefties, and then you kind of piece together the lineup. And you know, Rojas is swinging the bat a little bit better now, but I just felt the idea of beating the starter, you got to kind of go out there and run your best, you know, 9 guys in that order to beat the starter.
You learned something about a guy like Johnny coming through the spot.
Yeah, you know, the first couple swings you didn't think he had a chance, but he hung in there, and to get his first career homer like that, it was special. You won't forget that one.
Any issues with Bigford?
What's that?
Bigford okay on the line drive?
I think it's going to be sore tomorrow. Fortunately, it wasn't the throwing arm. It was his left forearm, but I'm sure there's going to be some swelling tomorrow.